And welcome to the 2019-2020 PACWEST Volleyball Championships, hosted by Douglas College. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the traditional and unceded Aboriginal territories of the Coast Salish peoples, and in particular the Caplan Nation, on whose territory we work, live, and play, and whose territory we stand upon. Our second game of the day is a men's quarterfinal match between the number 3 seed Capilano University Blues and the number 6 seed University of the Fraser Valley Cascades. We would like to extend our thanks and appreciation to the fans who've come out to our gymnasium today. Before we announce the starting lineups, the PACWEST would like to recognize the following athletes for their outstanding play through the regular season. Presenting these awards on behalf of the PACWEST is Vice President of Finance for the PACWEST, Corey Anderchuk. From the University of the Fraser Valley Cascades, all-rookie team member, Caleb Castelline. And from the Capilano University Blues, first-team All-Star Simon Friesen. First-team All-Star Rafael Hilario. Second-team All-Star Ben Friesen. And all-rookie team member and PACWEST Rookie of the Year, Enis Besarevich. Congratulations to all of our award winners. And now for the starting lineups. From the visiting University of the Fraser Valley Cascades. At outside hitter, number 2, Landon Wee. At outside hitter, number 4, Jackson Obst. At setter, number 5, Graham Walkie. At outside hitter, number 6, Justin Pelishidik. At outside hitter, number 7, Caleb Castelline. At libero, number 11, Carter Bronson. At libero, number 12, Ryan Luck. And at middle, number 14, Andy Barrero, with head coach Nathan Bennett. Now from the home team, the Capilano University Blues. At libero, number 1, Marcus Bratsberg. At setter, number 2, Simon Friesen. At middle blocker, number 7, Leonard Tesserick. On the outside, number 9, Jacob Hopkins. On the left side, number 10, Ben Friesen. On the outside, number 12, Rafael Hilario. And at middle blocker, number 17, Enis Besarevich, with head coach Dave Dooley. Our referees for this afternoon's match are Kim Janowski, Ashley Shannick, Robin Lane, and Henry Wong.
Welcome inside the gymnasium here at Douglas College in Coquitlam, British Columbia. It's Ryan Waters alongside as we get set for the men's playoff bracket to open up with this quarterfinal between a 3rd and a 6th seed. The number 3 seed Capilano Blues, 18-6 during the regular campaign. For the Cascades, they were 6-18 during the regular campaign, just sneaking into this playoff tournament. They met 4 times during the regular season, and the Blues winning all 4 matchups. Now here at Douglas, the Blues are 1-1. The Cascade also 1-1. Cascades during the season 3-9 at home, 3-9 on the road. The Blues were 8-3 at home, 10-3 on the road. On paper, it's a David versus Goliath. It's no doubt about it. But this is why they play the matches, to see who is going to move on to the semifinal. The Blues wearing their white home uniforms, the Cascade wearing their road green jerseys. And here we go, the winner to move on in the semifinals. Walkley, he is the setter for the UFV Cascades. And there is the PACWEST Rookie of the Year, Enis Bizarevich, his first kill of the postseason. He was terrific during the regular campaign. Rookie of the Year out of Australia, 6'5". He'll wear number 17 for the Blues. This is Ben Friesen, second-team All-Star. He sends that long, and it's 1-1, Cascade and the Blues. The Cascades will send out their setter, Graham Walkley. From Prince George, former member of the CBC Bearcats, came to the Cascades this season in his third year in the PACWEST. He will serve things up for the Cascade, and here he comes. That's handled by Hilario. And from the backcourt coming flying in is Jacob Hopkins in his third season. Gets that kill down, and it's 2-1 Blues. Jacob Hopkins been terrific in his college career for the Blues. Besarevich now will go back to serve things up for Capilano, and he goes into the net. That's un-Rookie of the Year like. And it's 2-2. Bratsburg will come back in as the libero for the Capilano Blues. And Besarevich will go have his seat. Castelline. Caleb Castelline, part of the all-rookie team this year, goes off the top of the twine. Friesen handles it there, gets it to his brother. Hilario with a big kill. Rafael Hilario. Hilario from Brazil. Played in the Ontario Conference last year, played for Humber. Now Simon Friesen, the two-time All-Canadian, will go back to serve for the Blues. You got Ben Friesen and Simon Friesen, brothers, playing for the only time. This one tipped over, mistimed his jump, did the Cascade, but he was able to get it down. That would be Cornelson. Matt Cornelson will go back to serve now, a hometown kid out of Abbotsford in his rookie season. Matt Cornelson heading back to serve, and here he comes. His serve. Handled there by Hilario. There's Simon Friesen in the middle. We'll give it to number 7, Tesserick, and I think he was blocked. 4-3 Cascades with the lead early. Cornelson back to serve again with a 4-3 lead. Here he comes. Hilario with a nice pass to Friesen in the middle, right back to Hilario. He's rejected. Bratsburg is there. Here's Hopkins now off the block. Castelline was there. Walkley, he'll get it to Wee. Bratsburg with the dig. And right back to Wee. He goes down the line. Bratsburg can't handle that one. And Landon Wee gets his first kill of the afternoon. It was oh so good during the regular campaign at only 5'7", but he can leap out of Prince George. And it's 5-3 Cascade. Matt Cornelson will go back to serve again, and here he comes. His serve, Bratsburg with the pass to Friesen. He'll go to Hopkins on the power side. It's kept alive by the Cascade, and they will send it over. Hopkins is there. Bratsburg right back to Hopkins, and he will get it in for a kill. Leaving the game, Cornelson. Aubest will go have a seat for the Cascade. Their libero will come back in. Ryan Luck out of Kelowna. And Rafael Hilario, first-team All-Star, will head back to the line. Trailing by a point, 5-4. Cascade, here comes the big jump serve. Hilario will send it over. Walkley will send to Wee, and he hits the top of the net. Boy, you look at him, 5'7", doesn't look like much of a jumper, but boy, can he fly. I bet I'm 5'11". If I stand up straight, he could probably jump square over me. Hilario back to serve. 5-5 the score. Out a nice pass. Walkie in the middle. And just going wide with it, Andy Marrero. His first attempt, he goes wide, and the Blues have a 6-5 lead. Justin Pelishnik has been the target so far of Hilario. Pelishitnik is also from Kelowna. And Hilario will go right back at him, but goes wide or long this time. And he ties the game at 6. The Cascades will swap liberos. Carter Bronson now will come in out of Surrey. And back to serve is Landon Wee. Wee will throw that ball high in the air. His serve, Hilario with a nice pass. This is Ben Fraser. He'll knock it down. Simon getting the assist. Maybe I'll try Simon and Ben instead of Friesen to confuse not only you, but myself as well. Leonard Tesserick will go back to serve. Rookie out of Vancouver. Burnaby South Secondary, as a matter of fact. And his serve will be bumped over by Pelishitnik, and he was hoping he'd get the line, but the flag referee said no. Pelishitnik was awfully close in stealing a point there. Bit of a smile on his face. As Tesserick will go back to serve. Born in Croatia. And his serve, it's off the top of the twine. Barraro can't handle it, and it's 9-6. Capilano, 18-6 during the regular season. Head coach Dave Dooley doing a fantastic job once again. I believe this is his 2nd season as the Blues head coach. And the serve. Castelline, Walkley has to chase that one down. And Pelishitnik will just send it over. Hilario with a nice dig. This one is set to Hopkins, goes off a block and out of bounds. It was off a blue, so it's 9-7. And back in the ball game is Carter Bronson. Back to serve, Pelishitnik. Out of KSS. Simon to Ben, or Ben to Simon, and then a pancake there by the Cascades. Bronson will just send it over. Hilario gets it to Simon, back set. Cascades are there. Castelline off Hilario for a point. Castelline showing he can hammer it down. Castelline part of the all-rookie team out of Langley Christian. And Pelishitnik will head back again to the service line. His serve floats over. Ben to Simon. It's Hopkins on the back set. Hopkins without a block hammers it down. And it's 10-8 Capilano. They've run that play a handful of times already in this first set. They obviously like it with Hopkins coming off the backside. Now Hopkins will go back to serve. 3rd-year player to Powell River. Pelishitnik will get it up to Walker. Barraro is rejected. Wee is there. Castelline will send it over. Hilario with a nice pass. In the middle. Dug nicely by Ryan Luck. Maybe a little lucky. Friesen with a tip. Simon's so good at that. A great dig by Ryan Luck. And Hopkins will bat to serve again. Jacob Hopkins, his serve. That's a bad pass. Castelline saves it. We will send it over. Right in the nets, and it is Castelline who got up and over everybody and was able to knock it down on a messy-looking play. And it's 11-9 Blues. And Barraro will go back to serve. Andy Barraro, 6'4", 2nd-year player out of White Rock. He was born in Colombia. And Barraro taking his time, hearing the yells from the Blues bench. Simon able to keep it in for Ben. Ben with a lefty. Saved there nicely by the Cascade. And Castelline will send it across. In the middle again, this is Ben. Ben off a block. Walkley had it. He said, yeah, coach, I had it, but it deflected off his hands and out of bounds. And it's now 12-9. Back and forth they go. Of course, the Lady Cascades have punched their ticket to the semifinals after a 5-set victory over the Cotter Avalanche in our first quarterfinal. Here's Wee from the backcourt. Ben able to get that one. Simon sets up Hopkins again, that wraparound. Hopkins can't get it down this time. Short sets, and that one pushed out of bounds by Obrist. Jackson Obrist out of Kelowna. So fast, these players. And here's Ben Fraser. A timeout called by Nathan Bennett, the head coach of the Cascades, in his first season as a head coach with the Cascade. Doesn't want to see the play get away too far. Just looking over here on this Cascades bench, they have an assistant coach or a player helper with a Vancouver Grizzlies hat on backwards. Now that's retro. It's a good looking hat with good condition. They probably sell more Grizzly stuff now than they ever sold when the team was around. I remember being in Montreal a few years ago. I bought an Expos shirt, and the guy said to me in the store, we sell more retro Expos stuff now than we sold when the team was around. And maybe Major League Baseball might get back into Montreal. But that's a different sport, a different time, and a different story. Coming out of the timeout, 13-9 Blues with the lead. Both teams talking things over. Cascades are first to break their huddle. And now they'll huddle up just a players-only meeting. Graham Walkley is the setter and what looks like the captain, the most vocal guy in that huddle. Walkie, 5'11", third-year player. It's a fairly young team for the Cascades, and their youth is showing with their 6-18 record. No, one fourth-year player. Carter Bronson's their only fourth-year player. Don't have a fifth-year guy. 5 rookies on this team. There's Fraser. That's Ben Fraser, I should say. Rejected. Hilario got a piece of that one. Castelline rejected this time, but unfortunately for the Blues, Besarevich is on the net. So it's 13-10. It was Besarevich and Hilario with the big block on Castelline, but the Cascades stuck with it, got themselves a point. And Walkie will go back to serve. Walkie serve, it's out of bounds, too long. The Capilano Blues yelling floater. There was nothing floating about that. Bratsburg will depart. Tesseract back in. Back to serve. Besarevich. His serve dug by the Cascade. Castelline here on the near side goes off the block into the scorer's table. And the Cascade get their 11th point of the contest, 14-11. Besarevich will depart. Bratsburg back in, the libero for the Blues, wearing the only blue jersey. And back to serve is Caleb Castelline. His serve off the top of the net. They set up Hopkins back row, dug there by Walkie. We gonna send it way over, and that'll be the 4th hit. As Pelishitnik couldn't get it over. Pelishitnik has been very crucial in this one so far. Obrist will come back in for the Cascade. That serve by Simon. Almost touched the ceiling. This is Wee gets a huge kill. Landon Wee, his 2nd kill of the afternoon. And it's 15-12 as Bararo will check back in. No libero on the floor for the Cascade. Obrist, his serve, out of bounds. He will depart, our first substitution. Hilario will have a seat. Malachi McMillan will check in. Was right here at Douglas a year ago. Malachi moving over to Capilano. 2nd-year player out of Surrey. His serve. Bad pass. Walker able to chase it down, and then we just outside the line. Cascade saying they wanted that one. I think we has an argument. That was awfully close. Our referee's got to defend his life after that one coming at him. Pelishitnik, he gets that one down. And the Cascades do indeed get their 13th point. It's 17-13. That ball off the arm, the hand of Wee was coming at Mach 11. I don't blame the ref from getting out of the way. Here's Wee. Wee, big serve. McMillan with a nice pass. That's Hopkins. Nice dig by the Cascade. Blues go right back to work. Right back to Hopkins off a block. And this time Hopkins will get the point. Besarevich will come back in. Now another substitution. Tesseract will depart, and Adam Kardash will come in. Kardash, who plays beach volleyball under the watchful eye of head coach Dave Dooley, likes to use his bench. Kardash will head back to serve. Kardash's serve off the top of the net. Ferraro plays it there. Then they get it up to Plishitnik, and he is rejected. Besarevich with a huge block, and it's 19-13 Blues. Besarevich just so active at the net. 6'5" and has the vertical. He's a scary presence at the net. The serve. Walkie gonna send up Wee, backcourt off a block and gets it down. Took a little bit off that one. Touched somebody's fingers and drops down on the Blues side, 19-14. Now another substitution. Tesseract will come right back in. And Kardish will have a seat, and then Tesseract is quickly removed for Plattsburgh. A lot of movement on that Blues side. Pelishitnik will go back to serve. A little floater. Handled there by McMillan, and that one hammered down. Belarevic. Well, the Cascades were looking for a lift or a two-hit. Not called, and now Wee has been asked to come over to talk to the official. Official having some discussion. Coach Nathan Bennett was very quick to pop up. And now we will come over and relay the message to Coach Bennett. Meanwhile, Hopkins will come out for Capilano. Another substitution is Jansen Ewan will come in, the second-year player out of Vancouver. David Thompson secondary as Dooley continues to work his bench. So Ewan will come in, and his serve is handled there. Walkie will go up, and nice tip there by the third-year setter. And now substitution for UFV. Neudorf will come in. Dylan Neudorf, third-year player, born in Paraguay, but he's from Abbotsford. At least that's where he makes his home now with the UFV Cascade. Friesen tried to tip, but sends it wide. And it's 20-15. 2016, pardon me. And again, Neudorf back to serve. Neudorf with that bandana, here he comes. Good pass to Simon. That's Ben who gets the kill down in front of Wee. Speaking of headbands, and it's 21-16. Hilario going to check back in as McMillan will depart. Simon, he's 6'4", and then you throw in Hilario, he's 6'3". This one just tipped over by Wee. Hilario able to get there. Fraser going to go into the stands to make that save, and then Ben will send it over. Deep court, Ryan Luck gets there. Walkie going to send up Castelline. Castelline off of a Blue, and then a battle at the net between Friesen and Wee, and it's Wee that comes away with the victory at the net. Wee 5'7", Simon 6'4". Good job by Wee. Still set point, and Castelline back to the service line. Here he comes. Hilario sends that one right back over, so do the Cascades. Now we're playing tic-tac, and this one will go out of bounds, and the first set will come to a close with Capilano winning this one 25-18. So the Blues draw first blood in this quarterfinal with a 25-18 victory. Back and forth play. It was fun to watch. We'll go to set number 2, Cascades and Blues from the 2020 PACWEST Volleyball Championship. Welcome back inside the gymnasium here at Douglas College. Capilano Blues drawing first blood in this quarterfinal, winning 25-18 in that opening set against the 6th-seeded UFV Cascades. Jacob Hopkins with 4 kills for the Blues. Ben Friesen with 3 kills for the Blues in that first set. Castelline had 5 kills, in the first set for the Cascade, and we had 4. And here we go. Second set action of this quarterfinal. Graham Walkie will go back to serve for the Cascade. Here he comes. Hilario, nice pass to Simon. In the middle, the PACWEST Rookie of the Year, Besarevich with a big kill. And it's 1-0 Blues early on. And Ben Friesen will go back to serve. Friesen was good. Ben, that is. Well, both Friesens were good in the first set. Friesen. Ryan Luck with a nice pass. Here's Wee right down the line. Landon Wee with a huge kill in front of Hopkins. And it's 1-1. It just blows me away that these players will stand in the way of that. These guys can hit. Castelline, his serve. Friesen will set up Hopkins backcourt. Castelline with a dig, but it flies across the net. Simon to Hilario down the line off an arm. 2-1. Bratsburg will depart, and Tesserek will come back in for the Blues. Luck back in for the Cascade. And Besarevich back to serve for the Capilano Blues. His serve. Luck handles that one, but right against the net to Hilario. No mistake. Luck's pass traveling way too far over the net, and Hilario licking his chops and hammered that one down. As an attacker, you love to see that ball just float slowly over the net where you can take a big swing at it. Luck will handle this one. That sent wide. Pelishitnik can't find the corner, and it's 4-1 Blues early on. Besarevich. Parents were born in Bosnia, but he was born in Australia. There's an ace for the Australian. I'd like to hear his accent. Does he have an Australian accent? We'll see. Talk to him after the game. 5-1, and this one into the net. With your parents born in Bosnia, you're born in Australia, and now you're here in Canada. Do you say A? He'll depart for Bratsburg, the libero. Back to serve Andy Barraro. Barraro will get it across. Ben to Simon. Backcourt, that's Hopkins, and Hopkins goes off a block, it looks like. Off a block. UFV saying we didn't even touch it. Barraro will depart. Ryan Luck comes back in, and it's 6-2 Blues with Simon going back to serve, the two-time All-Canadian in his 5th and final season. First team All-Star was announced yesterday, his big serve. Nice pass by Castellane. Castellane will get it back, but he's rejected. Tesserek with a huge block. As a couple of sevens dueled there. Tesserek and Castellane. Simon again. Simon serve. And that one is going to go into the Douglas tent. 9-8-2 Megan and the Cascades quickly want to call a timeout before this gets out of hand. Blues looking very strong. Just so many weapons for Capilano. Of course, quarterbacked by Simon Friesen, but you have so many weapons with Tesserek and Ben Friesen, Hilario, Besarevich, and then you throw in a McMillan who comes off the bench. Fong came in. Jacob Hopkins has been outstanding. Ewan came off the bench. Bratsburg back as a libero. So many weapons. And as I said, the winner moves on to face a team with plenty of weapons themselves, the VIU Mariners, the 2nd seed. Both teams finish 18-6 during the regular season. So now this match is far from over, but looking potentially forward to see the Blues and Mariners match up, a pair of 18-6 teams. This one's fun to watch. That one will be a bit more fun. But like I said, still lots of volleyball to be played. The 6th-seeded UFV Cascades, who just snuck into the playoffs, hoping to turn the tide here, trailing 8-2, with the two-time All-Canadian going back to serve. Later on tonight, we'll see the Camosun Chargers and Cotter Avalanche. The other quarterfinal on the men's side, there's another ace for Simon Friesen. That's an 8 o'clock local start. And the winner of that match will face the hometown Royals tomorrow night at 8 o'clock in a semifinal. we should see the Jim Moroccan next quarterfinal with the Lady Royals taking to the floor. This is Wee. He goes off the block and down. Landon Wee. And it's 9-3. Luck departs and Bronson comes back in. So like the Lady Cascades, both liberos swapping in and out for UFV. Here's Waukee. Waukee off the arms of Hilario and almost got it into the basketball hoop that is pressed up against the ceiling. As Dave Dooley writes a note in his notebook. Here's Waukee again, trailing by 5. Waukee serve. Ben with a nice pass to his brother Simon. Here's Hopkins, took a little off it. Nice dig by the Cascades. Pelishitnik, however, goes into the net. Nothing drives you more nuts as a coach or a libero when you make a nice dig to see the attacker go into the net. The defense holds its own, makes a nice play, and then the offense falters. Hilario. Hilario with a big serve. Castelline with that. Waukee's rejected. Backcourt for Castelline and out of bounds. Great defense by the Blues up front. Tesseract got his hand on one. Ben got his hand on one as well. And the Blues get their point, 11-4. Hilario. Hilario serve. Castelline pass right against the net. Waukee tried to save it, tried to tip it around. Couldn't quite get it in, and it's 12-4. First pass, as you know, also key to any volleyball match. Women, men, doesn't matter, kids, adults, beer league. That first pass needs to be decent for the setter. Hilario. Castelline, this one going to hit the ceiling. Castelline did all he could. Keep that ball down, but it ricocheted off one of the pillars up top. And now Hilario is going to be removed from serving. And McMullen's going to come back in. McMullen, pardon me. So Malachi McMullen comes back into the ballgame. Saw him in the first set. And his serve, a little bit more lighter than Hilario. This one crushed. Abest. Jackson Abest looked frustrated on that one and hammered it down. Pelishitnik now. His serve into the net. Here's the Cascades just shooting themselves in the foot. You get the momentum a little bit and then you make an error. A couple of subs coming in now for the Cascade. Josh Wilms will come in. And for the Blues, CJ Johnson will step in. Fourth-year player out of Ontario, Burlington, Ontario, a suburb of Hamilton. And he'll go back to serve. Now, I don't know if this fact is true or not. I'll tell you about it in just a second. As a serve, Ryan Luck with a nice dig. That one right down the line and in by Castelline. But just to go back to CJ Johnston, they tell me that he won a national championship in dance. Now he's going to leave. Is there a national title? Is there a national tournament in dance? I don't know. I don't know enough about it. But he's going to depart now. I'd like to ask him, though. And what kind of dance do you do? Albrest. And his serve goes way long. Another service error. 15-6. Like, is it hip-hop dance? Is it ballroom dancing? Is it dancing at all? Cascade's going to work offensively. Castelline gets a kill. It gets it around the block. And it's 15-7 as the Cascades bench erupts. Waukee now will go back to serve. (15-7) and the Blues chanting from the bench. And Ben, nice pass to Simon, his brother, gets it right back. This one off the net. Nice play by Castelline. Waukee will send it over. McMullen is there. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins with a big kill. Good defense on both sides of the floor. Now Ben will go back to serve. Ben Friesen, second-team All-Star. 6'4" in his 5th and final year, a former member of the UFV Cascades, serving to his former teammates. That one tipped over Barbararo. Hopkins was there. McMullen with a hammer, and unfortunately for the Cascades, they couldn't chase it down. McMullen, a former Royal. Ben Friesen, a former Cascade. Graham Hughes on the bench, we haven't seen for the Blues, also a former Cascade. And this time, Ben was on the line, on the back line. So is service here. Polishitnik will check back in as Josh Wilms will sit out. And Castelline will go back to serve for UFV, trailing 17-8. Off the top of the nets, but inside the sideline, and it's an ace. Castellan again back to serve. His serve. McMullen. Friesen will track it down. McMullen into the net. McMullen maybe trying to get a little too fancy on that play. His first pass was a tough one for Friesen to handle. And here's the serve. Bratsburg with a nice serve. Ben gets it down on the back smash. And now a couple of subs coming in for Capilano. Officially, Kyle Cook will come in. Besarevich will go have his seat. Tesseract comes back in for Bratsburg, the libero as well. So Kyle Cook, 6'7", rookie out of Surrey. Big dude with a 6'9" wingspan. Look at those arms. Cascades go to work. Barraro with a kill out of the middle. On a quick set, and it's 18-11. And now a substitution. Dylan Neudorf will come in for the Cascade as Barraro will have a seat. Kyle Cook, one serve, and he's out of the ball game as well as Bratsburg comes back in the libero. And we saw Neudorf come in that first set, made a couple nice serves. He has 3 citizenships. McMullen with a pass, and this one knocked out of bounds by Tesseract. But Neudorf, born in Paraguay, so he's Paraguayan, he's Canadian, and he's German. It's pretty good. That's a good resume on the old patchboard. McMullen to Simon. This is to Hopkins. Hopkins from the backcourt. They love that play, does Capilano. Hopkins on the backside. Hopkins another kill, another point courtesy of that set. And it's 19-12 with Simon going back to serve. And timeout Cascade. Trailing 19-12. Blues took the first set 25-18. At first quarterfinal on the women's side of the bracket, we saw go 5 sets with the UFV Cascades ending the season of the Cotter Avalanche, getting their first playoff victory since 2018. And they'll face VIU tomorrow. The next women's quarterfinal will feature the hometown Douglas Royals at 5:30 tonight. Taking on, by the way, they're the 3rd seed, taking on the number 6 seed, that being the Capilano Blues. The ladies are here in attendance of the Blues, watching the men's. I think that's the Blues over there anyhow. Decent crowd for this one. Remember, it is a school day and a work day for most. You're lucky enough to have the PACWEST Championship off, and you've joined us here at Douglas, and we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in to the folks in North Vancouver cheering on the Blues, and the folks in Abbotsford cheering on the Cascade, and wherever you may be tuning in, whoever you may be cheering for, thanks for lending us your ears and your eyes on this broadcast. Hope you're enjoying it so far with the Blues in front 1-0 in this match and 19-12 in this set. And Simon Friesen will go back to serve for the Blues coming out of this timeout. It was the Cascades that called that timeout. Castelline. Waukee chases that one down, and Wee down the line. Landon Wee just floating in the air, has so many options to hammer it down. He's been married for 1.5 years, has Landon Wee. Say hello to his wife if she's not here. Hopefully she's watching at home. That's Hopkins. Hopkins goes long, wants a tip off the block. Not going to get it. And it's 19-14. Cascades battling their way back here with Wee back on the service line. Twirls the ball in his hand, throws it way up there, and then goes into the net. The toss and the timing has got to be on point when you throw it so high. That time it wasn't. So McMullen now back to serve. McMullen, his serve, a floater, and way outside. 20-15. As the Cascades again will swap liberos. Back to serve. Pelishitnik and his serve handled there by McMullen. And then out of the backside, that is Hopkins again. On what looked like a wraparound, Bratsburg will depart. Kyle Cook comes back in to play the front court at 6'7". 21-15. Served by Tesseract. Good pass by Luck. And that one just inside the back line. Nice placement by Abust. And now a substitution. Bararo will come back in for UFV. And departing is Neudorf. Back to serve after Abust with that big kill. Now he's going to go back to serve. Here's the serve. McMullen. This is Ben Friesen off the foot of Wee for a kill, and it's 22-16. Well, if you couldn't tell that the Friesens were brothers, you can now, and they stand right beside each other, almost like twinsies. Hopkins will depart, and Adam Kardish will come back in. 5'10", came in the first set. And Kardish delivers. Good pass to Waukee. This is Castelline. Bratsburg with a nice dig. Simon going to set up Ben, left hand. Nice dig again by Castelline. Waukee will send it over. Blues trying to take advantage now. That's Ben off the referee. The official's fast, just not fast enough. So he took that one off the thigh. Seems to be all right. Might want to get some pads. Football pads, maybe. Hockey gear. Right back to Ben Friesen. Friesen off the arm of the Cascade. Waukee tried to do whatever he could. Couldn't get that one, and it's 23-17. Blues look oh so smooth on that offensive side. Here's Ben against his former school and goes into the net. 23-18. I'm sure there's been some texts back and forth as these two schools were getting ready for this one between Ben Friesen and his former teammates. Friendly chatter, I'm sure. Here's Castelline. Bratsburg, nice pass by Bratsburg. McMullen with a kill. And it's set point Capilano. 24-18. Bratsburg with a terrific pass, gets a break now. As Tesseract will come back in. Kyle Cook will go back to serve. Cook can almost reach across the net with that wingspan. Cascades off the top of the net. Ben is there. Simon will chase this one down. McMullen off a block. Waukee is there. Castelline off the head of Cook. And it's 24-19. Cook's got a smile on his face. Still has one as he brushes the hair like he got a haircut. And then Dave Dooley got a big smile on his face also. I mean, what else can you do? It's a great smash. Bararo no back to serve. Still set point for the Blues. Bararo. And it's an ace for Andy Bararo. Knows a thing or two about serving. Is a tennis player also. Hilario will come back in as McMullen will have a seat. And Bararo looking to find a spot for perhaps a second ace. 24-20. It ain't over yet. Bararo with a deep breath. And here he comes. Ben to Simon. Here's Hilario off the bench. Hilario goes long. And it's 24-21. And now substitutions. Hopkins will check back in. And Kardish will depart. Hopkins can hit from the backcourt as well. So keep an eye on number 9 in white. Barraro back to serve. Take that deep breath, and here comes Barraro. His serve. Ben has that one to his brother Simon. Here's Hilario. Hilario off the block and down. And the Blues win the second set 25-21. Take a 2-0 lead in this match, this quarterfinal. And now the Cascades fighting for their season, heading in to the third set in this one. 25-21 the final. The Capilano Blues and the UFV Cascade. Blues in front 2-0. And Ben Fraser will get this thing going. Castelline with a pass up to Waukee. And that one hit way long, and it's 1-0 Blues. And Ben Fraser will go back to serve for the Blues. Jacob Hopkins, 8 kills so far in this one. Ben has 6. And her serve is an ace right inside the sideline. And it's 2-0 Cap. Castelline has 8 kills for UFV, followed by Landon Wee with 7. Those are your top scorers so far. Here's Ben now. Ben's serve. Luck with a bump that goes over the net and out of bounds. And it's 3-0 quickly Blues. They won 25-18. 25-20, trying to make short work of the Cascade, who did show fight in that second frame. They were down by a lot, started to chip away, but ultimately couldn't overcome the big lead. Waukee chases that one down. Here's Wee off a block and down, and Wee and the Cascade back on the board. And it's 3-1. Landon Wee with his 8th kill of the afternoon. And back to serve, Pelishitnik. That serve just over the bad bump. Castelline rejected by Simon. Here's Wee rejected. And a point, Capilano. And back to serve, the PACWEST Rookie of the Year, Enes Basharevich. 6'5". Here he comes. His serve. Luck with a bad pass. Waukee will track that one down. Here's Castelline. Tried to do left, but Friesen says no. Knocks it backwards, and it's 5-1 after the block by Simon. Basarevich for the first time going to the other corner of the floor, the right side. Haven't seen that all match. Good pass here. This one is knocked over by Barraro just. Barraro wanted to go in. The flag ref said no. And it's 6-1. And Besharevich will head back to the service line again. Pelishitnik seems to be the target for the Blues servers. He had that last good pass. We'll see if this one goes at him. It does. And that's a decent pass to Waukee. This is Wee just over the top of the block. Now back set for Hopkins. There's that play again. Hopkins inside the back line gets another kill courtesy of that back set by Simon. And if the Cascades can't stop it, why go away from it? The serve, this one is going to sail long and wide as Besarevich misses that one, and it's 7-2. Now he'll sit, and Bratsburg will come in. Now his substitutions for the Cascade as well. Barraro will have a seat, and coming back into the game is Dylan Neudorf. Like I said, a fairly hefty passport with 3 citizenships, Canadian, Paraguayan, and German. His serve, touch to the top of the net. I guess he needed a little English, taking it over the net for a 4th citizen. No, okay. He's going to depart, and Ryan Leck will check back in. It's not bad, right? Canadian, Paraguayan, German and English with that? No. Big serve there at the net. Play at the nets and tipping it over. And getting it down is James Fong, who checked into the game. Fong, a nice play at the net. And Fraser standing out of bounds on the basketball court. Way back there. Takes a big run at it. Here he comes. That's a nice pass there. Here's Castelline. Castelline inside the line for a kill. And it's 9-3, but again, it started with the great pass. Pelishitnik was able to get a good pass to Waukee, who then had different options. Here's Wee. Wee down the line for an ace. Landon Wee, a perfect spot. Looked like it came off the side of his hand just to get it down the line. Great play, great serve by Wee. Who smacks the ball on his offhand. And here he comes again. This time he goes more in the middle. Ben is there. Up to Simon. In the middle, Wong is partially rejected. Waukee. Castelline with a power tip. Somebody touched the net, no call. Here's Hilario off a block and out of bounds. Hilario with a big kill. It's 10-4. And now Hilario will go back to serve after that smash. Here he comes. And that one just inside the line by Rafael Hilario for an ace. He played for Humber last year in the Ontario Conference. He was the Rookie of the Year in the OCAA. And now he's a first-team All-Star here in the PACWEST. Good player no matter where he is. That's a decent pass. Quick set in the middle. Nice play by Waukee. And Abras for the Cascade. That was pretty to watch. Quick set right there in the middle. Abras made no mistake. 11-5. Castelline back to serve. Here's Castelline. He'll throw it high and go into the net. Another service error by the Cascade. And it's 12-5. And the big man, Besharevich, will check back in as Bratsburg will depart. And this is James Fong. I think that's his first serve of the match. Good one. Nice pass by Luck. This one pushed ahead. Hilario is there. Simon going to send up Ben. Ben will just tap it over. Cascader there trying to use it. Here's Wee. Wee will go way long. Try to go up and over the block. Something I guess you have to do when you got big bodies like Besarevich and also who's up front? Ben? Yeah. These guys can leap, so we try to get it over top of him, but went a little too long, and now Cascade are out of rotation. So 14-5. There's Waukee to Wee. Nice dig there by Cook. Nice setup. Hopkins. Hopkins off an arm. And Hopkins gets another kill. Boy, Jacob Hopkins has had a terrific game here. And now a timeout called by the UFV Cascades, trying to kill this momentum of the Capilano Blues. Are up by 10, 15-5, and more importantly, up 2-0 here in this match. Winner will move on to face the VIU Mariners. Later on tonight at 8 o'clock, we'll see the second men's quarterfinal. The Cotter Avalanche in from Cranbrook, the 5 seed, taking on the 4th seeded Camosun Chargers. It'll be interesting to see how the Chargers respond. They have been banged up all year long, but you can never count out a Charles Parkinson team. He knows how to get his guys ready for the postseason. And anytime the Chargers are in the playoffs, you gotta be careful of the Camosun Chargers. So we'll see them at 8 o'clock in the second men's quarterfinal. But up next, around 5 o'clock, we will see, 5:30, pardon me, we'll see the Douglas Royals take on the Capilano Blues in the second women's quarterfinal. The winner of that one will face the Lady Chargers, who finished second on the women's side in the regular season. Back to serve is Cook. Oh, pardon me, Fong. Fong's This one will be set up, and this is going to be a double hit charged on Waukee. So James Fong will get another serve. Works at his dad's car dealership. Need a car? Need to know what's going on with your car? You go ahead and talk to James Fong. He'll let you know, or he'll try to sell you a new one. This one is going to be bumped too far over, and that's a good battle between Ben Friesen and Graham Waukee, and Waukee gets the win on that one. And now a substitution. Josh Williams will come back in. Abast will leave. And Williams will check in, first-year player out of Abbotsford. And he'll go back to serve, down by 10, 16-6. And the serve off the top of the net. Bratsburg is there. Here's Ben Friesen with a big kill. And now another substitution. Williams will depart. And Obrust will come right back in, and he'll leave as well in favor of the libero Luck. Another substitution on the Blues' behalf. Hopkins will leave, and Jensen Ewan will come back in, second-year player, a graduate of David Thompson Secondary. Ewan stands way back there like Simon Friesen does, and then he'll take a run at it, and here he comes. Ewan serve through the hands of Castelline, and now Waukee will send it over on the free ball. Bratsburg up to Simon. Backdoor, Hilario! Off the arms of Wee, and then the ceiling. And now some of the ceiling has come down on the court. And he'll have to get the sweeper out, and here she comes. There's the serve by Ewan. Chased down by Waukee. Wee from long range. Hilario is there. Friesen. That's in the middle. Nice dig by Ryan Luck with one hand. Castelline. Friesen with a little tip, and somebody's on the net. Looks like the Blues are over top of the net. Never happened in my volleyball career. I was over top of the net. I was always on the net. 18-7. Waukee will go back to serve for UFV. Of course, I played volleyball when it was only 15. And you can only score a point when you serve. Remember that? Ben with a little tip. Cascades control. Waukee gets it to Wee. Wee takes a little off that. Bratsburg is there. Now Ewan going to send up Ben. Ben is rejected. Wee gets his own rebound, but his bump goes a little too far over the net. And Besarevich says thank you and hammers it down for the 19th point for the Blues. And McMullen and his man bun ready to check in. He'll check in. Ben Friesen will depart. And now the Cascades are going to call a timeout right here in front of us. As Coach Bennett needed to make sure he had enough timeouts. Asked the referee, she said, yeah, you get one more. Year. They only had one victory during the regular season. But them and rival CBC Bearcats have gone back and forth this year. And it was the Cascade winning 6 matches this season and punching their ticket here to the PACWEST Volleyball Championship. Out of the timeout, 19-7. As Coach Bennett and the referee have a little chatter and a laugh back and forth. Coach Bennett can tell that his club is outgunned in this one, although, like I said, Cascades are really young. The Blues, on the other hand, a veteran squad. Simon in his 5th year, Ben in his 5th year. They've got a lot of guys that have been here before. That one is punched too far by Neudorf, and it's 20-7. And Cook is going to check back in. Kyle Cook. Presarevich will sit down for a breather. And Cook being directed by Friesen, that's a 5th-year guy, taking a rookie under his belt, saying, no, Rook, you're over here. That's a tough play for Waukee, did everything he could But the passing of Pelishitnik just has not been there all match long. And they are picking on him. They'll see where he sets up. McMullen will look at him. And he'll try to go right at him, and he does. That's a better pass. Castelline, a little tip, falls down right in front of Cook, whose feet touched before his arms even came down. That's 6'9" wingspan. Pelishitnik now back to serve. He loves taking naps, he tells me. Who doesn't? Here's Hilario down the line. The kill, and it's 22-8. I mean, if you remember in elementary school or kindergarten or preschool, you had nap time. Yeah, that should carry over to adulthood, I think. I know students will agree with me on that one. Here's Cook. Cook serve off the top of the net. Castelline, however, is there. Back set, Wee hits the antenna, and it's 23-8 Blues. 2 points away from punching their ticket to the semifinal. We'll see if the Cascade have a little more fight in them left. Here's Cook again. His serve into the net. Well, that'll help matters. Now Bratsburg will pop up, and Cook will have to go listen to the coaches and his teammates saying, "You missed a serve, dude." Neudorf back to the line, 6'2". And here he comes. McMullen in the middle. That was Wong, nicely played by the Cascade. This one a little too far over, and Simon makes no doubt. Oh, he sent it wide. So 23-10, Cascade still have a little charge in them. And here it is. Hilario, nice pass. He's going to get it right back off the block, and it's going to fall to the floor. We got a piece of that one, and now it's match point for Capilano. 24-10. Friesen back to serve. Simon Friesen serve. Here's Castelline, dug there by Bratsburg. In the middle, dug by Luck. Hilario is there. McMullen and Friesen come into each other. No call. Here come the Cascades back to work offensively. Bratsburg, pardon me. Walkie to Wee off a block. Walkie again, this time Castelline left-handed. Bratsburg is there. Simon to Hilario, and he'll end it. (25-10). Hilario with authority there at the end to pound that ball down and punch the Blues to the semifinal, where they will meet the VIU Mariners tomorrow afternoon. So the Blues and Mariners will meet each other 3 o'clock tomorrow in a semifinal. So the Blues winning 25-18, 25-20, and then a commanding 25-10. Give some credit to the Cascade. They were certainly outgunned here with a lot of young players. Carter Bronson being the eldest. He is in his 4th year. But the Cascade, they'll be back. But their season has come to a close. They'll have to stay here, though, and cheer on the women's team, as the women will play in a semifinal coming up tomorrow against the top-seeded VIU Mariners as well. So a tough task for the women's team. Hopefully the men will stay here and cheer on their team, their school. And we'll find out the players of the match. They were asking my opinion during the break, and for the Blues, I thought either Ben Friesen or Hilario was good. Hopkins was good as well. For the Cascade, Landon Wee was terrific. Castelline was also very good. We'll see officially who is going to get the nod for the Cascade.
For the player of the game for the UFV Cascades, number 7, Caleb Castelline.
It is Castelline. It's a good choice. Castelline was great. I don't have the official stats in front of me, but coming into this third set, Castelline did lead the Cascade in kills with 8.
Capilano University Blues is number 9, Jacob Hopkins.
And for the Blues, it's Hopkins, named player of the match. Both will get a T-shirt. And they'll get their picture taken. And then the Blues will celebrate this 3-set sweep and get ready for the VIU Mariners coming up tomorrow.
Up next
we'll step aside, take a break as well. Be back at 5:30 with the next women's quarterfinal. It'll be the number 3 seeded Douglas Royals taking on the number 6 seeded, Capilano Blues. And then later on tonight, the second men's quarterfinal between the Avalanche and the Chargers. But until we talk to you at 5:30,